Okay, let's face it, we all have different opinions about games. There are some that I absolutely love. There are some that I think are okay. And there are some that, well, I can really do without. Allow me to unveil to you another one of the latter. Drop Off, a disappointing breakout clone that doesn't quite work. Takashi's girlfriend Izumi decides to take a nap. Suddenly, an evil spirit breaks into her very dreams. Now, she is unable to wake up as her heart has been overcome and her soul seems to be... Seriously? Does this story the game gives us really matter? You have a paddle, you bounce the ball, you break the blocks, cut, and print. Now, in Drop Off, it's not a paddle per se, it's more of a blueberry thing. Yeah, a blueberry. And they aren't blocks, but rather various fruits that later become diamonds and gems. It is very interesting how they tie all of these items into the storyline. Maybe it isn't. The items themselves lower from the top of the screen all the way to the bottom. Your goal is to bounce the ball off the blueberry, off the walls, and eventually destroy individual pieces or dislodge links in the chain. You can also simply create a path for the berry to travel in order to just reach the top safely. If you smash into an item or the ball drops below, you lose a life. Now this is a power-up. Oh, wait, that's right. You have to hit items with the ball in order to collect them. Jeez. Some of these items include a stop scroll, bonus points, and more, but honestly, most of them will just pass you by. You can also collect arrows to replenish your initial stock of 3. The arrow allows you to shift the items back toward the top of the screen. Now this one really comes in handy, which is good because the other items are really boring and of not much help at all. The directional pad moves the berry in not 2, but multiple ways. By hitting button 2, you can also change the angle of the ball's bounce. All of this equals a little extra control, but the berry's surface area is extremely small, and the closer to the top you get, the harder it is to time the ball's location. Get back here. At the bottom of the screen, there is a row of blocks or a shield to prevent you from losing too quickly. Every time it bounces off the bottom, the area will change color and eventually disappear. Also, your ball will turn red after bouncing off of this. While in this state, you earn no points hitting items until you bounce the ball once more. Overall, Drop Off's presentation is a little below average. The apples look like apples, the diamonds look like diamonds, but there isn't anything really too exciting. I mean, just look at the color explosion in something like Arkanoid. What happened here? And that also goes for the music and sound. There just isn't much to it. And that music track is just weird. To me, games like this play better with some kind of spinner controller. Remember that Atari paddle controller for games like Kaboom? Or even Nintendo's Arkanoid controller. They both worked really well and made the games a total blast. Of course, in this case, with its multi-directional movement, those controllers wouldn't necessarily work. But wow, would it make this experience so much better. To be fair, the TurboPad does an okay job here, but things can feel a bit stiff since you need split-second reactions. You start the game with 3 berries and can earn extra lives along the way. This includes haphazardly hitting a falling one up with the ball. Yeah, right, that's happening. You can also continue the game up to 3 times. Well, what else can I say, really? Drop Off just didn't quite click with me. The thing is, the simple ball and paddle concept of Breakout is pretty addicting. And I kind of like Drop-Off's innovations, even the boss battles they have to break up the monotony, but unfortunately they forgot to add the fun factor into the mix, making for a below average experience. Oh well, at least we have the cover art. I mean, that's kind of cool. Yeah, skulls are cool. Drop-Off is not the best clone of a Breakout-style game, nor is it the best puzzler on the TurboGrafx. At first, it can be fun and you'll enjoy a couple of stages, but after that, the innovations it creates really don't equal a very good time. I guess in my hands, Izumi will forever remain asleep. And skulls are cool.